you for watching Lango News channel.
Also thank the police and military for not killing us yet, for not beating us yet. I believe that's the way it should be going. Thank you.
What is your position on the disparity in paying salaries, especially to teachers, which has caused a lot of outcry in the country?
It's unfortunate. It's unfortunate, but it's not by mistake. To see that teachers are teachers. The greatest teacher of my life is Professor Dr. Patrick Mangeni Wandeda. He wrote a book and said not all teachers are teachers and not all of them are worth celebrating, especially in this regime where a teacher receives their first salary on their last funeral rite. But anyway, that was a slight joke, but it communicates on the plight of teachers today. It's unfortunate that there's discrimination. That is what we are going to heal in our government. We disagree that teachers are discriminated depending on what they teach. Science teachers that teach sciences should be respected and should be paid well. But so are the arts teachers, and that we shall fix in the next government. Teachers will be paid well and on time. Not only teachers, medical workers too. Our men and women in uniform too, the police officers, prisons officers, and UPDA soldiers. They will be paid well and they will be well catered for because these are very noble civil servants. These are very noble, citizens of Uganda. Thank you.
In Lango here, the peasants, especially the rural farmers, get a lot of problems with their produce. When during planting season, they experience a lot of cost. When they are harvesting and they are selling, the price is very low. What would your government do about such?
Yeah, I know, and like I said, it's not only in Lango. It's in Busoga, it's in West Nile, it's in Buganda, it's everywhere. Where a farmer goes and buys a kilogram of maize seed at 10,000, and by the time they are reaping their produce, a kilogram is at 800. It's unfortunate. But during the days of former leaders, the Dr. Obotes, and even Amin, we had cooperatives. These were helpful to the farmers. They were destroyed. We can't reinvent the wheel. We are just going to go back in history and see what worked and fix it. So these cooperatives and the new government policies that will be well studied and found to be beneficial to the farmers will be reignited and agriculture will be worth venturing into again. But even when we are from different parties, him and I, what we both believe in is that the nation should know that we are brothers. The nation should know that it should be normal for us to be together. It should be normal for our people to be together. What we do, we are demonstrating a new Uganda where we stand together. Of course, he was unfairly blocked from running for president. And now that the regime blocked Honorable Jimmy Akena from running for president, I really hope the people of Lango will use this opportunity to understand the meaning of protest vote. Yeah. And they know how to respond to this regime because it's unfair. You know, if it's a competition, it should be a fair competition. Why lock out somebody? Is it because they think that when they block Honorable Jimmy Akena, then Museveni will have a smooth way? No, I'm sure the people of Lango will speak through their vote. I leave that to them. Yeah. Thank you very much. I think there's any other question?
Thank you so much, Your Excellency. I have only one question, especially concerning
It will be government policy to fight discrimination. in any form it presents itself. We will not agree with discrimination, whether it's in promotion or it's in remuneration. We will disagree with it. So people will be paid equally. We will be rewarding content. We will be rewarding service. Yeah. Thank you.
Rata ba?
Utupana wote wamelango atela wawonachi meweketekelwewa kedekuch itekomelango amuka. Oh, we come back, what did you do for me when you are playing Lango, do you not take out Lango, be no take. People power. People power. NUP. Everywhere. NUP. The people of Kyagulanyi, are you alive? Yeah. Allow me to greet you and say God is good. All the time. Uganda. Canidate. Thank you very much. I'm going to ask my sister to tell me to come on. Madam Deputy President and all the leaders that we have here. Allow me to ask you to come stand through the car so that people can see you talking. People power. The good people of Kyagulanyi. The good people of Kyagulanyi. I am very happy to be with you today. We are going to be with you for very few minutes. Because as you can see, we are moving in a Roadblock style. From here, we are moving very fast to Kole to also preach the message of change. I can see many of you here are young people. Therefore, I am sure you have been listening and following the message that we give to people. Let me introduce myself. For those who don't know me, I am the original Bobby Wine. And I am running to be the president of the Republic of Uganda. Let me say this to be very clear. 90% of you have never seen another president in your life. For 40 years, you have been kept in poverty. 40 years of poverty, 40 years of dictatorship, 40 years of poor education, 40 years of unemployment, 40 years of poor healthcare. To you, the people of Lango, ever since I stepped on the land of Lango, I wanted to preach the message of national unity. Those who rule over us have divided us intentionally for 40 years. They don't want us to come together because when we come together, therefore today I hereby tell you that we have spoken to the young people of all of Uganda and they think just like you. We have a chance to start afresh. We have a chance to build a new Uganda. In a new Uganda, where once again you're going to have your human dignity. In a new Uganda, where once again your life will make sense. Let me tell you this. Here in Lango, the old people are more educated than the young people. It is intentional to destroy the young generation. But I can tell you today, my brothers and sisters, those days are over. The days of a thief are supposed to be 40 days. I said the days of a thief are supposed to be 40 days. And the years of a dictator are supposed to be 40 years. And they are ending in January. From January we're having a new Uganda. A new Uganda where all of us will be equal no matter your tribe. In a Uganda where the law will protect and serve all of us equally. In a Uganda where you will have some money in your pocket. In a Uganda where you will not only be a servant. Majority of our security people, the security forces, the police and the military, they come from northern Uganda. But you will agree with me that when it comes to promotion in police or military, there's a lot of discrimination. That is going to end this year. So for us to achieve all that, I want us to come together. I encourage you to come out and vote. Please come out and vote. You will be voting not just for Bobby Wine, but for a new Uganda. For a new dream. For a new dawn. For a new beginning. So when you go to vote, you will see a symbol of an umbrella. When you see the umbrella, take the umbrella. Whether it is on the presidency, or from member of parliament, or from mayor, or from councillor, all the way to LC1. This is going to be the end of our suffering, all of us. I am aware that even the lake was taken over and you were chased away from the lake. I said they've chased all of you away from the lake. I am promising you that the first order will give us president is to remove the military from the lake and give it back to the people. You will once again enjoy your region. There will no longer be discrimination. The days of division are over. We are going to welcome a generation of unity. A generation of love. A generation of reconciliation. And a generation of national progress. My brothers and sisters, come out and vote. Please come out and vote. Join the rest of the Uganda. That's why it's all Uganda. But you're gonna get there. That's why it's all Uganda. And all we can change is president, boy. All right. People power. Our power. Opoye unataka tutwal wa mepasho timu amonukisha netuno let Johnny no te munyu ena wiweyo eto waneno tuno ko program wani omitu woru yoriot iwara tek wega team keda kihani mewero national anthem. National anthem. To build together. Give us this chance to right the wrongs of the past. Give us this chance to unite the new generation. To write a new chapter in history. We can do it. But we can only do it with your permission. So ladies and gentlemen, let me also ask you, my brothers and sisters, can you vote for me? The 21st generation president. Even at the year that he is in. He thinks we are in 1925. He has humiliated you. He has taken away your freedom. He has taken away your dignity. He has humiliated your leaders. And he thinks now you are too broken and you have no option but to vote for him. Give me your mandate and you will see what happens in the new Uganda. Give me your vote and you will see what happens in the new generation. We are going to change this country. We are going to fulfill the dreams of independence. The dreams of our brothers and sisters that have died in the struggle to make Uganda better. Let's come out and vote. Whatever you are voting for, make sure you come out and vote. He was a dictator in Russia. His name was Joseph Stalin. He had taken power over and he had disposed a loved leader of Russia. He became the leader of Russia by force. So one day he was talking to his generals. He told them, I want to teach you how to enslave people and make them bow to you. So he got a live chicken. He started plucking off its feathers one by one. The chicken was still alive. You know how cruel that is and how painful that is for a chicken. He plucked off one by one feathers. The chicken was crying but he never stopped. After he finished all the feathers, the chicken was shaking with pain and also bleeding. He put the chicken down on the floor. Then he pulled out a few maize grains. All his generals were looking. He started throwing the maize to the chicken as he walks away. The chicken was in pain, but the chicken was started picking the maize while following the dictator. Picked the maize while following the dictator. So the dictator told his generals, this is how you humiliate people. This is how you rule over people. This is how you control people. That is exactly what Museveni has done to the people of northern Uganda. He has humiliated your loved leaders. He has tried to rub away all the great things that they did for Uganda. He has tried to make us forget that Dr. Bote built Mulago Hospital. And then he came to the people of northern Uganda. He made them poor. He made them impoverished. He killed their leaders. And then he got a few coins and he started throwing. And then a few people started following him. I want us to say enough is enough. We don't want to be fed on what belongs to us.
Thank you for watching Lango News channel. Please subscribe for more updates.